copy of today's recipe, check us out on Facebook at Papa's Cucina or right here on YouTube under the community tab. Alright, so what are we making today? Today we're making this super simple but unbelievably delicious. Look at it, look at it. Cranberry Orange Italian Cheesecake. So thick, creamy, amazing. So good. Yum. Alright, so in a large bowl, you're going to have 4 cups or 32 ounces of whole milk ricotta. You want to make sure you're using the whole milk. You don't want to use like the low fat. You're making a cheesecake. Come on. You don't need to strain it, but if there's a little water on top when you open the container, just pour that out. That's all you really need to do. And to that I added 6 large eggs, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, the zest of 1 lemon, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So now we're going to whip this all together. You can use a hand mixer. You can do this by hand. I don't recommend doing it by hand. Or you can even use a stand mixer. I'm going to use a hand mixer. And you want a nice, smooth, creamy, slightly fluffy batter. So you want to whip this for about 3 minutes. Just like that. If you taste it, it is so good. Oh, I can't wait till this is all cooked. So now we're ready to bake it. So here I have my 9-inch springform pan that I sprayed thoroughly with a nonstick cooking spray. Added a sheet of parchment paper, sprayed that too. And I also added a sheet of heavy duty foil on the bottom, because these pans are notorious for leaking. So if you don't have a heavy duty foil, use 2 sheets of regular foil. All right, so now we're going to pour this gorgeous batter right into here. Make sure you scrape that pan, because this cheesecake is everything. Doesn't need the topping, but we want the topping. So we're going to scrape this out just like that. So now it's ready for the oven. So into a preheated 425 degree oven it's going to go. I know that sounds excessive, but trust me on this one. So into the 425 degree oven it's going to go for 30 minutes. At that point, you're going to reduce the heat to the oven to 350 degrees. Easy for me to say. And then you're going to cook it for an additional 40 to 45 minutes. You're going to want to do the little toothpick trick. Comes out clean, you're good. If it's still really wet and battery, it's not good. All right, so maybe it could even take up to close to an hour, because this is a very wet batter. But, oh, it's going to be so good. So 30 minutes at 425, then reduce the heat to 350 for 40, 45 minutes. Maybe up to an hour. All right, but into the oven it's going to go. I can't wait. So while we're waiting for the cheesecake to cook, we're going to make the cranberry orange topping. So in this saucepan, I have 3 cups of fresh cranberries, or you can use frozen, 3/4 cup of orange juice, and 1 cup of sugar. So now we're going to allow this to simmer until all the cranberries are popped, pretty much. You'll see how beautiful thick it becomes. Oh, and it's going to be so good. It takes about 15 minutes, so not long at all. And just about 15 minutes later, it's all done. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh, and you taste it, it's amazing. All right, so we're gonna remove this from the heat and then allow this to cool before we put it in the fridge, because it'll set beautifully once it's in the fridge and really cool. And we have a long time to wait for the cheesecake to cool anyway, so might as well put it in the fridge. So we just pulled this out of the oven. It was at 30 minutes at 425 and then exactly 45 minutes at 350, and it's done. You can see it's all like bouncy and light. Oh, and it smells so good. I can't wait. Oh, it looks like the zest kind of floated to the top. Whatever. We're going to cover that anyway. So now we're going to allow it to cool in this pan for 1 hour. Then we're going to pop it out and let it sit in the refrigerator. Ideally overnight, but a minimal of 2 hours, because you really want this nice and cold. You don't want to have a warm cheesecake. Although that sounds kind of good too. All right. All right, so now it's time for this to chill. Oh, and I can't wait to have this. Hurry up. So the cheesecake has been chilling for several hours. So now we're going to put on this beautiful cranberry orange topping. Look at it. Look how thick and creamy that is. Oh, so good. So good. All right, so we're going to finish spreading this on and then give it a try. Yum. Bon appetit. First off, the cheesecake just melts in your mouth. It's almost like a mousse. So creamy. Oh, and so much flavor, that lemon zest. But that cranberry orange relish on top is everything. It's sweet, it's tart, And altogether, it just creates a magnificent dessert. So good! So good! You have to try this recipe. If you do, let us know. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!
I don't think I need the drink, but I'm making it anyway! Alright, so for today's Cranberry Orange Sour, yum! We're going to start with 2 ounces of whiskey. Oh, kill the whiskey. Note to self, buy more whiskey. 1 ounce of Grand Marnier. Now we're going to do 1.5 ounces of orange juice. 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice. And then about 1 ounce of sour mix. Alright, so we're going to give it a good shaky. And we pour. Let's see. Ooh, that's so pretty. I thought it'd be more red. I guess not. Let's give it a try. Salute. Ooh. It's a whiskey sour. It tastes like cranberry. Oh, it's so good, but it's so refreshing. I like this. Not the best drink, but it's good. If you're a sour fan, you'll like this. And I am, so that's why I like it. So if you try this recipe or that amazing Italian cheesecake, let us know. Keep your suggestions coming. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Love you.